Praise be to Jesus. Hello, everyone. Here are your most recent Catholic news briefs. On Wednesday, the Franciscan Friars of the Renewal sent the current U.S. Apostolic Nuncio, Archbishop Christophe Pierre, a letter backing, quote, an investigation by the Holy See into the specific allegations contained in the testimony of Archbishop Carlo Vigano, unquote. In a statement, a Catholic Bishops' Conference of India representative said that although homosexual acts are now legalized, they are not morally acceptable or justified. Quote, what is legal is not equal to moral acceptability, unquote, said the statement issued by Father Stephen Fernandez, Secretary to the Bishop's Justice, Peace, and Development Office. Getting away with murder. Bishops using loophole to evade justice. Need for church to extend statute of limitations to prosecute bishops for abuse of power and grave negligence. Failure on the part of the Pope to extend the time period for such prosecution would constitute in and of itself an act of grave negligence on his part. Bear with me on this. I've been trying to pronounce this name and I'm sure I'm going to butcher it. So please be charitable with your comments if you have a need uh, to say something about this. An American bishop has written to the Vatican's ambassador to the United States to demand an investigation into the advancement of an abusive cleric and into allegations made by Archbishop Vigano. On August 31st, Robert E. Guglielmoni, Bishop of Charleston, published a letter he addressed to Archbishop Christophe Pierre, the diplomat Pope Francis chose to replace Vigano as nuncio to the USA. The full letter is published below in the article. In his letter, Guglielmoni told Pierre that the church, quote, is in crisis, unquote, and that, quote, something must be done now, unquote. Quote, it is imperative that the Holy See take a leadership role in investigating the rise of Archbishop Theodore McCarrick, despite the reported knowledge of his prior sexual misconduct and monetary settlements during his earlier diocesan assignments, unquote, the bishop wrote. Quote, it is absolutely necessary for all of us to know how and why this happened. Action must occur immediately and publicly, unquote. God needs Christians to be his hands and feet on earth and to speak out about injustice wherever it happens, especially when hidden by silence, the Pope said in an interview published Friday. Quote, he needs our eyes to see the needs of our brothers and sisters. He needs our hands to help. He needs our voice to denounce the injustices committed in silence, sometimes complicit, of many, unquote. In an almost 4,000 word interview for the economics focused newspaper, the Pope spoke at length about community, the dignity of work, and the importance of the economy being at the service of the human person rather than the idol of money. All right, well, I have something to say about this for sure. I think an absolutely amazing statement by the Pope, given what we know about his zero tolerance stand. I mean, he's got, almost audacity to, talk about, to say what he said, which is, I'm going to go back to it here. Um, I'm with the wrong thing here. You know, the injustices committed in silence, sometimes complicit of many. You know, it's amazing that he would say that, you know. I mean, it sounds, you know, the duplicity of, you know, saying one thing and then, you know, what does his actions tell us or his lack of actions, you know. It's just amazing. Now I have some more to say here. Pope Francis is the Pope of secular concerns. What's Time and time again, he, along with Cardinal Kupich and others, embrace secular concerns such as immigration, global warming, and elevate them to the front burner while never touching on the topics of God's justice, which is, I think, much more profound and will help all of humanity understand how sin creates pain, sorrow, war, disunity, and any number of other effects, or how the enemy continually works at twisting our minds and hearts to become self absorbed. But no, our Pope wants to be seen as the flag bearer in the world's effort to make their lives perfect in every respect. Do you see the great many worldly people he will reach with this 4,000 word interview? Can you see him leading the secular world? He in front with the flag raised high, and those billions following him, cheering as he leads them to the future of their dreams. If this happens, and prophecy says it will happen, then look closely and try your best to find God. You will not. In my continuing effort to educate Catholics, I offer you this meme.